The people who are going to win are the ones giving out the positive energy. The people who will lose are giving out negative energy. The people who will lose are selfish. The people who protect your energy. Protect your energy. I have a friend named Josh. He's always saying, protect your energy, protect your energy, protect your energy. And I love his saying because it's so true, man. His saying is so true because if you protect your energy, and hopefully that energy is good. First off, you have to have good energy within yourself, and if you protect that energy, and not only if you protect it, but if you give it out, if you give it out to the world, that good energy comes back, man, and it comes back every single time, way more than you even put out. It's like it doubles. It doubles, man. You do good, you get good back. You do bad, man, it'll chase you. Oh, and you might think you got away, but trust me, it's coming. The world has a way of balancing out itself, and you want to do good, yo. You do want to do good. And not only do you want to do good, but your energy, your thoughts, because thoughts are energy as well. Thoughts are some most strongest energy available to you right now. Is if you can control your thoughts and have your thoughts to be positive. Oh man. Oh man. Y'all talking about securing the bag. Y'all talking about that way, the money way. Y'all talking about that way, the happiness way. All the that ways. But seriously though, if you can control your thoughts, man, that'll probably be your biggest asset in this whole world, man. Controlling your thoughts. Controlling your thoughts because you have the ability to see why you're here. You have the ability to see why you're going through the and you tell yourself, even when negative stuff happens to you, you tell yourself, look, like I'm not even gonna sweat it. I'm gonna keep moving forward. Because if you let negative stuff happen to you and you start looking back and trying to control it and trying to control stuff that's out of your control, then guess what? You're taking steps backwards now. And if you're taking steps backwards, you'll never get to that point that you want to reach, which is forward, right? And it's crazy because we try so hard. I swear we try so hard, and that's one of our biggest flaws. And I have this flaw too. You try so hard to control every situation, every person, every type of relationship you have, you try to control it, and it's not for the basis of trying to manipulate it. Rather, it's for the basis of trying to work it out for people, try to work it out for yourself. And you may have good intentions while you're trying to control these things and these people and helping these relationships, but you got to understand something. You can't control everything. Matter of fact, the only thing that you can control in this world is yourself. The moment you try to control things out of your control, such as people and relationships, and really trying to the moment you do that, man, the moment you do that, that's energy taken away from yourself, man. That's really energy taken away from yourself, and then you get lost in this. You start asking yourself, yo, like, what's going on, man? Like, oh, how come that didn't work out? And I put all my energy into it, blah 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 blah. Well, it didn't work out because you weren't in control of it. But you know what you are in control of? You're in control of this. See this? See the way I'm doing this? That's me. That's me controlling my body. You know what else I'm controlling? My thoughts right here. My thoughts right here. You know what else? After I control my thoughts, you know what else goes with it? My heart. My heart. It all goes together. But you see, I'm in control of everything. I'm in control of everything of myself. And when I give out to the world, what I give out to the world, so for example, negative stuff happens to me. If I give out negative thoughts, I get negative stuff back. And what is that negative stuff going to do? It's going to affect me mentally. It's going to hit me emotionally. And it's going to hit me to the point that I start losing myself and I'm stepping backwards. But if I have negative stuff that hits me, right? And I understand that there's something bigger than this, so I don't trip over it. The key is not tripping over the small stuff so that you can win the big stuff. It's like investments, right? You may make a small loss, but your future goal, you know what you're here for. You know why you're sticking, even though there's a loss, because there's a big ass goal at the end. You got to tell yourself, you got to remind yourself, out of your control. Not everything is in your control, but what's in your control, your behavior, your thoughts, your actions, what you give out to the world, how you speak to people, all of these things, this is what's going to build you. This is what's going to build the value inside of you. Next thing you know, the world is giving you stuff that you couldn't even like, you don't even understand where it came from. All of a sudden you start meeting people that are like-minded like you. All of a sudden you're just able to think clearly. All of a sudden you're able to meet people that are going to help you where you want to go. All of a sudden you're going to be able to do stuff that you once thought you were incapable of doing, man. All of a sudden you're able to break from the comfort zone. From the comfort zone. You know what the key to success is? Breaking out of the comfort zone. You know what that means? That means trying shit. Trying a whole lot of shit. And if you watch Gary Vee, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Gary Vaynerchuk. Love Gary Vaynerchuk. Awesome dude. Entrepreneur. And he always says that the only way to growth is to get out of your comfort zone. See, discomfort, on the other side of discomfort, that pain that you experience, that uncomfortable feeling, on the other side of it is everything you want. It's crazy. It's everything you want. It's done in a way to make sure that if you pass your obstacle, you're rewarded. There's never been a time. You can even experience this too. For example, you know you're growing, you know you're doing something that's worth your time when you feel that it's making you uncomfortable. When it's, when that doubt starts to happen, and here's the thing about that doubt, the doubt starts to happen because your mind is trying to understand what you're doing at the moment. This is not something that's normal to your mind. It's not standard anymore. You've elevated your mind to a different point. It's not standard anymore, right? And what your mind tries to do is it wants to adapt. But over time, you start getting these thoughts in your head, yo, like the doubtful thoughts, yo, am I good enough? Yo, like, should I be feeling this way? Maybe because I have this uncomfortable feeling, I should just stop. But no, man. When you have that uncomfortable feeling, you gotta just go harder, man. You gotta go freaking hard. You gotta go so hard when you have those uncomfortable thoughts, and you gotta welcome it. I welcome it now. I really do. I welcome it now because I understand that I'm getting this discomfort because I'm growing. And I also understand my destination. I understand my ending point. I understand where I want to go. If I want to get to the other side, I have to pass this uncomfortable stage so that I can get where I need to go. It's that simple. Imagine if there wasn't no stage of growth. Imagine if there wasn't any obstacle. How would you grow? You wouldn't grow at all. You wouldn't grow at all. Um, you gotta put out energy, man. You gotta put out energy, and I swear, just the small stuff like smiling to people, asking them how their day is going, and you're gonna get rewarded instantly sometimes. And sometimes I'll walk in, I just ask somebody how their day is going, and next thing you know, say it's a restaurant. Next thing you know, I'm getting double the order, or next thing you know, I'm getting treated to a better table or something like this. This stuff happens. Like people want connections. People want energy. People want better energy to raise themselves up. And when you come and you bring that energy to give to people, people understand your value. People appreciate you more. And when people appreciate you more, people do more for you. Now, I'm not saying that everybody should just have good energy for the purpose of receiving, but I mean, just do it, man. It's all about creating value within yourself. If you're known to be real with people, if you're known to always be ready to give advice to people who need it, to check in on people, to do all these small little things here and there, you'll be rewarded so much, man. It's not about here. You're thinking about one thing that you can do today. If there's one thing that you could do for the rest of your life, it's put out good energy into the world. Because I promise you, you will be rewarded like no other. It's for the long term. I'm playing for the long term game. I'm not playing for the short term. The short term is cash. Cash is short term. Cash is short. Trying to make cash from a job and trying to use that and just that and thinking that that's gonna get you where you want to go and help in thinking that if you just get a little bit more cash, you're gonna be able to invest and then work more. Blah blah blah. Yeah, cash is just a resource. You know, assets are just a resource, but energy is the driving force of that resource. Because if your energy is good, if your self belief is good in yourself, and then you're also giving out positive energy into the world, You got you got two sets of immense positive energy just stemming around you. Next thing you know, just imagine, just think, like, you gotta visualize this stuff. Like, as I'm walking, you gotta understand that the reason why you are the way you are is because there's a higher purpose. And you tell yourself this consistently, because you understand that this positive energy that you're attaining, that you're developing slowly, it's for the long run. It's for the long run, because those are the people that are going to win in the future. They create value in themselves. These are the same people that whenever they're next to people, when people are always talking about, yo, I love being next to you, man. Yo, you make my day. These small compliments, by the way, these small compliments that people give when they're genuine, understand that, the relationship with them is so powerful, because now in their eyes they see you as trustworthy. They see you as benefiting them. That you're not just here for a selfish reason. And I think one of the biggest things with society today is that we're so quick to judge, and we judge to protect ourselves, right? The normal way is not a lot of people are here for your benefit. In fact, only a few amount of people are here for your benefit. So when you stand out from the crowd, right? When you stand out for the crowd, and people understand the way you are, the way you think, and people are attracted to it, because these are all aspects that we're all attracted to, by the way. When people understand that, it develops that positive image even more, and it develops that positive energy right back to you, because you're gonna need it, man. You're gonna need it. We all have times, man. We all have times when we're going through stuff, and you get, it's a prime example. For example, say you're going through something really, really depressing, right? We've all been through those stages. And then you get a text from your friend telling you about how, yo, like, you changed my life, like, this advice that you gave me really helped me do blah 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 blah, and now I'm in a better state. All of a sudden you start receiving this sort of feeling like, wow, like, there's value in me. Wow, I'm not worthless. And saying this out loud, it may seem kind of funny to people, but these are thoughts that we all have sometimes. And it's normal, because we're humans. We can't control our feelings 24/7. But when we can control our energy, and we can control our actions the way we think, we're able to control what we get back, man. We're able to control what we get back. You are in control of your life. Let's get that straight. You are in control of your life. You are in control of what you bring to it. You are in control of where you end up. You may not have been in control. We weren't in control when we were born. When we were born, we were born. Doesn't matter. You can't control that. But you are in control of where you go, where you end up, who you meet, who you communicate with, how you communicate, your actions, your behavior, your thoughts. You're in control of all of these attributes, and when you combine them together, you're unstoppable. You are unstoppable. Trust me. The people who are going to win are the ones giving out the positive energy. The people who will lose are giving out negative energy. The people who will lose are selfish. The people who will lose are the same ones that come just to compare themselves every day. This is all negative energy, and it's just they think that since nothing's happening at the moment that it's fine, but nah, I'm telling you that negative energy is going to come back as a way of balance. The world has a way of balancing itself out, man. It's gonna come back. It's gonna come back. But when you're positive, you just maintain that positive image. And when you're here in this world, not just for yourself, but for others, you're here in this world to give. The world rewards you and gives back. It gives back tenfold.